Hello YouTube, welcome to a new synth anatomy video, here from the TSR 19 event at Thomann. I'm here with Noir Et Blanc, or Steven.
Hey guys.
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you hyped with a lot of content?
I am tired from making so much content. It's really a good time out here, but it is cold.
Was it a lot of, what is so far your highlight? What you filmed?
I really liked doing a live performance with Gaz and Simon the Magpie and Div Kid Ben, who played drums with us, and Rachel. She sang, which was really great. There's so many really talented people that you don't know all their talents. It's kind of inspiring.
What kind of music you created? It was.
Oh, up there?
Yeah.
Oh, we did a couple of her original songs. Mm-hmm. She has a couple songs that are sort of like staples of her, and so she just showed me kind of the chord structure, and we played it. And I was did some funky stuff with Gaz because he's just such a good bass player. So that too.
And they will release it, I think, as video also later, a bit later. Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah. It was cool because Annie played drums on one of those too. So it was just kind of cool to have us all kind of do something.
I have something with me, some Behringer Crave, and you probably know at home. It's not yet released. It's so far a very early prototype. It's not finished. The Behringer team in the tent where we have the developers said they have it very early and some features doesn't work. But that's the unit. That's the same which you see already at the NAMM show or the pre-NAMM. And I think it's a good moment to check it out here because it's not too loud, it's not music mess or it's not a NAMM show. It's super cozy here. What do you expect from it? It's for you, it's monos, it's monosynth.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different, yeah.
Obviously, we played a little bit with it, and it sounded really good from just that little bit of time. But I like the interface.
Yeah.
I like
because I played around a bit with the knobs, and it feels really good.
I will say that I did. I think that was the first thing I did was I messed with one of the knobs, and it turned. These are good knobs. I'm big on knobs, so they didn't skimp on the pots here. It's really good.
Let's try it maybe. Yeah? What we had talked about before is their clicky keyboard. That's not so perfect so far. It's maybe improved in the final version, but these clicky things we discussed before in our discussion about it. We both argument it's not perfect.
Yeah, it's. I think that the key on the synth is good, but if you can hear this, well, you probably can't. But anyway, it's literally like a button, like it's a click button. It's not soft. If I was gonna make this again, which it's not out yet, so maybe they'll make them soft, but it's not like a squishy button. So for me, it's kind of an.
But of course, we can put MIDI in and MIDI free inside, so we can use a keyboard with it.
Yeah, playing it is. It's not bad playing it, but if it were squishy, I think it would be more. Yeah. It would be better.
But of course, what is to know? We saw it now. It's maybe 1 hour.
Yeah.
So we don't have. Yeah. Our idea is now to bring a complete review here, but I think our first impression of it, and for me, it has a different style than an emulation or a clone or whatever. It's a different product. And finally, again, from Behringer, which is not a Minimo clone or so it's a bit more special because we have a Prophet 5 oscillator.
That's the oscillator. Okay, that's the 3340.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
With square wave and saw wave.
It's very good as a raw oscillator. It sounds very good. Yeah, like it's very. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's very fast.
Then you have pulse width modulation. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Then you have oscillator mod. It's a bit, I don't know if it's fine or it's a bit, no, it's not perfect made because you have an envelope oscillator mode and you have LFO.
Yeah.
I would have one knob would be more handy.
I wonder, does the pulse width modify that with? That's a little bit interesting to understand. You have to remember that this is it's linked to that because it doesn't tell you. It's a weird kind of a thing.
Oscillator, then let's try it.
Oh, I see. Oh, and that's oscillator.
Then you can put out the mod source also LFO. It goes very high.
Interesting.
That's pretty impressive.
I hope that you guys are hearing this because I'm hearing it through the monitor and it sounds really, really good. Just like we're just kind of having the first time really messing with it.
For one oscillator, it sounds fantastic.
Oh yeah, that is one oscillator.
The Moldy has 3 oscillators. The Neutron has 2, and this one is only 1 oscillator. But of course, the Prophet 5 oscillator sounds fat. It's known. It can be only 1.
It's sort of impressive.
And here, of course, you can change the mod destination, and it's the width, the pulse width, and the frequency. And you can also put, for example, with patch cables, what the people of Behringer say to me, you can also oscillator FM. There's also an oscillator FM input.
Yeah, there's so many patch points. Like, how many are there? I don't know.
A lot, yeah.
A lot. I kind of like that the patching is at the top as well. Like, because on some synths it's like right next to the thing you're doing, and that's
on
nice.
the right side.
Yeah, but except like you're now like overlapping things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't make it more crowdy. Normally you put it on the right side, and then all the cables are there, and
like the Neutron.
And there is everything here, and then the knobs are free.
Yeah, this is cleaner this way.
And also the format, it's super thin.
Yeah.
Let's try a bit more. That's noise generator or?
Okay, it doesn't. Is that? Okay, so it doesn't tell you that, really.
It doesn't tell you, no?
I mean, I guess they're gonna mark that eventually. I don't know if you guys.
But it sounds damn fat.
It sounds really fat. There's probably a few markings that are missing because it's new or they haven't finished it because obviously it needs to have something that says noise. Like it just something has to be there because without it, you don't really even know. So I'm sure they should mark this eventually.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We random just render around, putting is it this feature, is it true or not, or because we don't have manual, so we can check out what are all the features. I'm pretty sure this unit has far more features, but Behringer doesn't give us more information about it, unfortunately.
There's interesting things on it, like the polarity of the VCF is like you have the switch.
Yeah.
Instead of what would usually be a whole knob, like this would be a positive and this would be negative. There's like a switch for it. So
we have a Prophet 5 oscillator, and then it's a mini Moog or a ladder filter on it.
That's interesting.
That's something that nobody does before, I think. Or if you have a modular system, of course, you can patch it and then have a Prophet 5 oscillator and mini Moog filter.
Yeah, because typically you'd have the Curtis chip from the the Prophet series of synths, but
and this coming from the, of course, Model D.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it sounds really good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's.
We are talking here about a price point of $199.
Is it really?
Or €159. That's the
Is
price.
That really the price of this?
Yeah.
I would probably go. I mean, I obviously bought the Model D, but I just think this is more unique sounding. Obviously, I don't know. I mean, for the price, that's crazy.
If we have the full feature set, I'm pretty sure we can handle also more details how versatile it can be with this entire patch bay. But now if I press and play with the filter,
it has a really good. How is it when you crank the resonance? Okay, so it's like a self-oscillating, like a ladder filter. Sounds good though.
It's hard to attack a synth for €159. We are fully here in the Volta domain.
Yeah, I mean if it was me thinking about this, it's definitely not done.
Yeah.
If you're going to have knobs that are not 100% marked, they're gonna think about this eventually. Yeah, the clicky buttons are clicky, but I mean that's just like a personal preference. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I don't.
It's hard to criticize on this price point.
It's not a. It's like not a bad thing to have clicky buttons. I'm trying to equate it to a different piece.
You can put a key step on it, and it's fine.
I mean, I don't know if these sides are real wood, but
I don't think.
I don't know.
No, it's more plastic.
But it's a prototype, so I guess it could change. What is this? The VCA line? Okay. It's got MIDI. It's got USB.
It's MIDI, and on the back side you can see it maybe a bit. Or you have MIDI. You can switch the USB.
Yeah, you can do the channels back there. The channels are similar to the Model D.
Yeah.
So I mean, people who are familiar with the Model D. I think when I got the Model D, the dip switches were a little bit confusing, but I'm used to it now.
What you see, it's obviously all the connections mainly are on the front panel. It's nothing really on the back side.
Which is
here
good.
You see, it's only a Behringer, and that's it.
Let's see. I wonder if you can. I'm looking to see if you can do a sequencer out. Maybe you can. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure yes. Because you can modulate, for example, the play and stop. I never saw that before. You can reset. You can hold it. Everything is CV controllable. That's quite interesting. You have keyboard CV gate. So it can be also what I heard. You can use it as external controllers.
You can do the keyboard. The KB-CV is there, so you can control other modules with that, and the gate is there. So using the keyboard, using those in tandem will get you the sequence.
Yeah.
The gate and the keyboard.
Let's
CV.
try a bit more.
I just think it sounds really good. It's definitely not it's very smooth.
Yeah.
Like I'm very close to the top of the resonance there, and like when it's not you seem to have this low and high mode. I'm not sure what that means.
It's for the high pass. Yeah, this is high pass.
High pass now. Oh, I see. Is that?
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe
It's
play something. Real quick.
low notes, high notes.
Go low. Okay, now switch to high. Oh, there's something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost like a.
It's a high pass, no?
Yeah.
Kinda. But the original ladder filter was always low pass.
Yeah.
Or primarily, yeah.
They both sound good.
Yeah.
I mean, without manuals and stuff, we're
It's
sort
hard.
of figuring it out as we go. So.
So we do a bit of random touching the knobs and seeing what happens, and you go to the LFO.
I mean, I'm not always the fan of the LFO without a rate and a depth.
Mm-hmm.
I just I've never enjoyed that because I always feel like you have to then, and it's probably hooked up to something in a certain way so that you can get the depth, because this is just the rate.
Yeah.
But it would be nice. Hopefully, we'll see if they can do tempo synced LFO in the future. I mean, maybe that's hooked up, but
That's
it's not
maybe
laid
possible,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not laid out right now, like how that works for me.
Yeah, and for me, there's also a classic ADSR envelope. You can use it as ADS and ADSR, or is it ADS? So you can use it AD envelope and ADS.
Yeah.
So that's also not, because you have no release here.
Yeah, the decay is your release,
unless
you decide the sustain is sustain. There's a few things that just have to be laid out that I would prefer to see on the panel. So hopefully they don't put that all in the manual.
Yeah.
Because it should say something like sustain, but then like over here maybe is a white or something underneath it, and then this is also white that says release or something, if that's how they want it to work.
But I don't think that they want to make it with a release. It was planned as ADS envelope. But also, it can be, what we observe, it can be quite clicky, not clicky, but it can be snappy.
Yeah, it can get very quick. Look how fast that is.
Yeah, it's fast.
So you can get really plucky. If we go up a few octaves. It pokes through, It's very it's not weak. It's not flat. Just the envelope is. Yeah, they made it very quick, so you can make good drums on something like this.
Because I saw it only on pictures, you probably also.
Yeah.
And I expected, to be honest, to have different knobs, to be more plasticky knobs, or because of the price. But I'm quite surprised with this quality of these knobs. They are really good. They feels good.
I think that's the first thing I kind of do with budget synths is I go about just checking the build quality like right away.
Yeah.
And it seems to be metal.
Yeah.
It's got like little feet, so it's not just metal on your desk. It's got metal.
Yeah. No plastic.
Yeah.
What plastic can be is that this wood here. Yeah. That's possible. But we are talking here about the prototype, so we can say how it will be. It's an engineer sample, how the label said.
I don't even know. Yeah, it's an engineer sample. It says it at the bottom. so
it's very early.
Yeah. You've also got a place for your external audio, which the filter sounds really good, so I think that's going to be useful.
You can put it on this. Pretty sure some users will say, I need a Moog ladder filter to manipulate or to shape my sounds. That could be then done with the external audio, probably.
Yeah, you've also got. It looks like you have a mix 2 in, which I also, once again, that's sort of a weird thing because like. This is just mixed, but where is the point in which they? Yeah. It's definitely not 100% done with little things like that.
Yeah.
Because it should say mix 1, mix 2 as you have corresponding inputs and outputs.
You see it. You have only a noise generator, and it comes also here with the noise generator. What we see or we heard.
Which is.
So it mixes both probably together.
Yeah.
And you have the LFO outputs here, and what is not clear, or maybe there are some other users who are beta tester. There's the low mix and high mix thing, and the people in the tent of Behringer said, with this it's possible to mix one patch to the other, from one to the second one. If you patch them here.
Interesting, huh? Okay,
because I think it doesn't happen when you play here. Nothing happens there. Huh. So you need to patch it, of course.
I think it may be these. I don't know, because then I see low, high. I'm not sure. But it on the Moog Mother 32, the way that the VC mix works is just like that. If you patch in, you can have, say, a lot of times what I would go out of the oscillator. So I would go out of square and saw and do that into like the oscillator mix, and then I go down the middle so I can have a mix of both oscillators, since you only have the choice of one.
We have here the man from Behringer.
Hello.
Join us.
Would you like to tell us
things? Join us.
Sure, I'll do my best.
I'll move my stuff.
So
sit here, because then you can touch it.
I like touching it. It's addictive, you know. You crave it.
It's Patrick from Behringer or Music Tribe.
Yeah.
And we talked. It was a Behringer. We are talking here about the Crave, and it's the very early engineer sample here.
It is, yeah.
We checked it out a bit. We saw there are some things not yet finished or not working properly, but we are surprised with the quality.
Yeah, it's really. I think that it's good for what you have there. It's an engineer sample, so I mean, pointing out things that maybe will change, obviously. So I'm happy to see that the design seems very original in the sense of how it's laid out, and the sound is good.
And super price point. That's
Is it supposed to be $200 in the US?
That's correct. Yeah, and then 149 over here. That's what we're aiming for. So
that's
it's packs a bit of a punch for a little package.
Yeah, how cheap? How cheap can you make it? I mean, because you think about, I think about it, it'll go on sale somewhere eventually, and it's just like for that price. I mean, the quality, the build is very good.
Yeah, cool.
Definitely doesn't seem like there's no fault that you can almost have with something at that price. I mean,
and here we can talk about a clone or a production. It's an own design. That's again, and the Crave is designed again with the same design team from the Neutron, or
it is. Yeah, it's the Midas team over in England.
It's Rob and Pete again.
Yeah, it's that team. So they've done a great job. You can polychain it as well. I'm not sure if you guys knew that. So
how do you do that? Via the MIDI?
It will be via MIDI, I believe. Yeah, so I believe it'll be up to 16
Really?
units.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it can get ridiculous with the amount of units you have
Pretty
there,
much.
but hopefully you give someone like maybe a wall. You build it into something
Crave
and give them
wall.
16
I
voices.
like that.
Yeah,
I think that's something we should do.
yeah.
What we check it out, can we trigger the sequencer to another synth or not? With CV.
You seem to have
That's-
the gate out, the gate
Yeah,
and the
the
CV.
gate out there.
Yes, yeah, that's a good question. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but likelihood is yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we are MIDI through. So of
I guess we talked about this. The clicky buttons for the keyboard, is that sort of a like, it has to be that way design?
Well, good question. I mean, we could take notes from you guys. I mean, what were you thinking?
Just need to be, for me, I think,
Silent.
silent,
Yeah.
squishy.
Squishy.
it's a bit of a weakness point of it. It's
Yeah, it's like this is a button.
Yeah.
This is a keyboard.
yeah.
Okay.
If you get what I'm saying, I know
Yeah.
that it's on the same
So you
thing.
prefer maybe more of a paddy
Yeah,
kind
just
of
gotta be
thing.
A bit more
Doesn't-
smoothie.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
No,
like
it clicks really quick clicks, and it doesn't. It's a bit. If you need to play all the time with it, it's
yeah, it's gonna be like
not.
Sure. Okay, well that's good feedback, guys. I'll definitely send an email to the engineering team about that. Definitely.
Or removing the keyboard, because most people are on sequences, and that you program it with an external keyboard.
yeah, I
That
mean,
would be maybe even
Okay.
interesting.
I think the keyboard will probably stay.
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine there must be some people who would just like to have it just in one little box and just
Yeah.
to jam around.
they're
but-
gonna mess with it just as it is. Plus, I mean, if they get the sequencer out,
Yeah.
and also, how many steps is the sequencer? It
32.
looks like a lot. Okay.
32, yeah. So
And you
4
can
pages
do-
of 8.
Okay.
So we make a bit of. We ask ourselves what is low mix, high mix, and you said something for 2 patches, or so we can mix for the different patches.
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. So you've got mix 1 and mix 2. So you can basically mix between different patch signaling that's going on.
Okay.
And obviously a combination of both. So.
Okay.
So that's only a feature if you patch it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
What we talk not yet. It has an arpeggiator or not?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
need to figure that out.
Let go. It'll hold it.
Oh, you don't even have to press hold, or do you?
Yeah, you can let go now. That
okay.
sticks, so you also have different modes of the arpeggiator.
Let's see.
Okay.
You have
press.
different modes, or
Different modes, yeah. So actually, it's 8 different modes. I can't remember what they are exactly off the top of my head. There's like a random mode, your standard down, up and down, one over a couple of octaves, that kind of thing. And while the arp is playing, you can do it in real time. You just press shift, and then you can just press the 8 buttons here to choose the different modes.
Huh.
So if you, let's just put something on here. So it's in mode 1.
Oh,
So that's kind of reversed there in mode 2.
okay, I see.
So I'm not sure. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. I think this is a random one. Goes up 1 octave. You get the idea. So it's reversed and then.
Yeah,
we
it's,
observed it sounds really
Yeah.
rich. It's for such a small synth, impressive.
yeah. I really think people coming from other synthesizers will understand this portion here and how you're affecting things
Yeah.
that are affecting lights here. Because for say the Mother 32, it's very similar to how you have to do different types of programming
Like
there.
ratcheting
Yes,
and
everything's
pitch
about
glide,
colors, and
gates.
so there's only so much you can put on a panel,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, it makes sense
Sure.
that the manual is going to be a necessary
more,
thing
yeah.
for someone to get into that.
Yeah. For me, it was because I'm also working on the Arp Odyssey, what you see on also on my channel, and it was a bit complicated to figure out how to start, how to stop. But I think my Odyssey is the super beta version or early beta version, so it's not yet finished. So I'm pretty sure all these units which coming now to the shops are
Yeah, that's
proper
all been
and works.
tweaked, absolutely. Yeah.
Finally, there's, as you mentioned, a sequencer with 32 steps. I think one of the highlights, and all the synths which have now a sequencer bearing, you have also some unique features. So this Tangerine Dream style double
Ratcheting.
ratcheting included.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ooh, I don't necessarily see a save button for sequences. Will you be able to save sequences?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You got to kind of get into the settings and figure them out. But yeah, you can save, and you'll be able to wipe settings and everything.
Okay.
It's all with the shift. The shift button is king.
Yeah.
So
There's only so much you can do with that many buttons, and then also that many labels
exactly
below a button.
That's it. So
okay.
yeah, I mean, to save something, you would just shift and play. You hold it down. And now I can save this pattern into any bank or pattern I want. So let's say if I hold shift in the pattern, I'm on bank 3. So let's say I go to bank 4. Then I can save it on any 8 patterns on that bank. Hold
It's
shift
the
and
same
rec,
exact,
and now it's saved.
Yeah, it's the same kind of a situation.
Sure.
So, whoever's watching this, you're going to have to read to truly get all that this is.
Yeah.
Or watch the videos we're going to have coming out on the Behringer channel. Shameless plug, sorry guys.
The Crave, do you have any information for the users now to get more clarity when we can expect it in the stores? Or
I don't know that right now. Yeah, so hopefully it's going to be soon, but I can't put a date on it at the moment. I'm afraid.
So,
but as soon as we know and figured it
Seems
out,
popular.
we'll obviously.
So 2019, sure. Pretty
should
sure.
be. Yeah.
Should be.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And there are also news. I think I see it on your booth. You have the MS-101 with you.
Yeah, we've got the MS-101.
Oh yeah, somebody asked me about something.
And is it ready? It's coming. It's delivered. I see the pre-orders are open for the MS-101.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen some retailers have it in 5 to 6 weeks. So yeah, it's on its way.
Where is the Behringer Oberheim?
Yeah,
UBXA. That's
Yes, the
that.
UBXA.
Let's talk about the serious questions. Yeah.
Someone asked me in like a live chat today. They're like, "Have you seen it? Is it there?" And I'm like, "I have to ask." So here we are.
Well, we've got something. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god! Why did I
guys.
look? Why did I look?
We don't have many models of those at the moment, so it's still in the engineering process. So I don't have any.
But
news
it goes
on that
forward.
Yet. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
absolutely.
Then the other and the Pro One, is it because we read a lot of questions from people. Where is the Pro One? Is there something new, or is it coming later, or it's delayed?
Coming.
Yeah?
It's coming. Yeah. Obviously, we've got a lot of releases going on at the moment. Like, so it's not quite the final stages yet, but it's coming.
And the 808, 909.
That's coming soon as well. Yeah.
So many. What would you? I mean, it's kind of hard to sit here and be like, what's the priority when this isn't even out?
Yeah.
But I think there's definitely people who are waiting for their thing. Because I think they've seen what came with the Model D. Even myself, who definitely was not a person who was behind the Model D before I actually had it in my hands. And then after I got the Model D, I said, okay, they're playing for real. And now I think people felt the same way. They were like, oh, quality already. And now it's weird because I don't not expect quality. I expect the same quality as the Model D. So people are like, oh.
Because I know also many friends or in the community, I never buy a Behringer product.
Yep.
Model D plate, but
yep, I got it.
it's interesting to see.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure this thing will be sold like hot dogs or hot.
Okay.
Because for the people who have no nostalgia, and like there's people who are like, I want the Model D because it was a Model D, but this is something different. I think
There is There are new stuff inside that you known. It's the Model D filter. It's Prophet 5 oscillator. It's known, but it's not visually.
Sure.
So I think that's the
Yeah,
point
yeah.
that where many people say, I will buy it. Because if it's now a Prophet synth,
Yeah.
let's see, there are always people say, no, I believe in the real Prophet 5 or 6. And now it's you are fusing both things
Yeah.
together, and that's super interesting.
And for the price, it's a great starter synth
Yeah.
for someone to get into synthesis, because
Yeah,
essentially you
I
can do a lot with it just in the box itself.
I'd look forward to seeing what people do with a lot of patching, because I just think that it's got it's got a lot of functionality, and I think it sounds better than some other things with lots of patching, you know. But it's also it's more straightforward, which I can personally.
This thing is prototype or early prototype, so it can change a lot also in the sound. It can maybe also sounds better. So this will be we will see.
Sure, we're going to tweak it here and there, but definitely the core of the sound is already
there,
here.
And that's good. That's all there.
Well, that's good to hear, guys.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Stephen.
And Patrick just walked by the way.
Yeah,
We didn't
this
see
is
him in the
random.
video, so.
It's not arranged.
Yeah.
I think he want to take it with him in the hotel again.
Yeah, I don't want you to take it and put it on eBay or something, right?
It's the hot K.
Guys, we have
Let's
to
take
quit.
it. Thank you. And big thanks for watching. If you have comment about it, leave it in the comments below. And as usual, subscribe and follow the TRS event at the moment with the hashtag TSR19 or the TSR19. Big thanks. See you soon.
See you guys.